Dear brothers and sisters in Christ Jesus, we are going through Article 10 of the Pauline Rule. Uniting themselves in the redemptive obedience of Jesus, who placed his will into the Father's hands, let them faithfully fulfill the duties proper to their various circumstances of life. Let them also follow the poor and crucified Christ, witnessing to him even in difficulties and persecutions. In Admonition 3, we have seen that Francis describes three forms of obedience: true obedience, perfect obedience, and loving obedience. Obedience of Jesus to his Father was an example of perfect obedience, although it did carry the messages of true and loving obedience too. We are expected to be obedient. The word obedience comes from two words meaning audio, which means to listen. In order to be obedient, we need to be good listeners. We need to listen to the voice of God who continuously speaks to us, to have a discerning mind to identify what is our call, which is as requested by our Father who art in heaven. The articles states that let all of us faithfully fulfill our duties proper to various circumstances of life. We, as secular Franciscans, live in a secular world, and we do have commitments, or we are expected to take care of ourselves, our families, and the community at large, particularly the poor and the needy. As to work, Francis gives the following rules to his brothers in Regula Bullata, and it is also mentioned in Regula Non Bullata as follows: let the brothers who know how to work do so and exercise that trade they have learned, provided it is not contrary to the good of their souls and can be performed honestly. When we fulfill the duties of our state in life, whether professional or social or related to families, we directly come to discover God's plan to us. Since the Word was made flesh and dwells among us, He is keenly present to us not only through the church sacraments and words, but also through one another, our situations, and our surroundings too. As we interact with our world and thereby come to accomplish what the world demands of us as followers of Jesus, we come to see his living and active presence and thereby see the will of God in action through us. This discernment in turn calls us to even more decisive and engaging action in our world, which in turn increases our capacity to understand the people who are in need at the right time and at the right place. We are expected to do the works possible by us not when we can, but when the needy and the poor and the suffering are in need and when they want. The 10th article continues to say, let them also follow the poor and crucified Christ. witnessing to Him even in difficulties and persecutions. The true evangelical life is countercultural because we have the power to break through and rise above negative social values to give them a positive meaning and effect. Easy to say than to do. We know too well that the cross or our sharing in Christ's passion comes to us in our secular life through personal trials, the loads and the monotony of work, possibly, the difficulties of life, the annoyance, and the accidents, sickness, sorrows, and death that we face in reality. But when from God everything has a purpose, have a childlike faith in Him. So make sure that it is from God. If you are unable to discern, get the help of a person or a spiritual director for the same. Above all, if your sufferings and sorrows are from a negative force, pray with a childlike faith that you are always under His protection and firmly believe that God will take care of us now and forever. He is there. We just have to say yes, and He will be there throughout our lives. Thank you.